I'm Desiria Bethel, and I play Nadine.
I'm Jake Manning, and I play Judah.
Hi, my name is Drew Danian. I'm playing Ruben.
My name is Fabiana Rodriguez, and I am playing Lady Potiphar.
Hi, I'm Carly Simpson. I'm a junior in high school, and I'm Simeon's wife.
My name is Alex Morfogan. I'm in the 11th grade, and I play Old Pharaoh and Young Pharaoh.
My name is Eli Lively. I'm in 10th grade, and my character is Asher, one of Joseph's brothers.
I'm Sarah Person. I play the role of Asenath.
My name is Joel Person. I'm a sophomore at the King's Academy, and I'm playing Simeon.
My name is Mary Claire Scroggins. I am in the 11th grade, and I play Asher's wife.
I'm Beltran Norris. I'm a senior here at King's, and I'm playing Joseph. Playing Joseph has been obviously very different than anything I've done here at King's.
The show of Joseph really comes exactly from the Bible. It follows the life of Joseph.
I was thinking about it last night because Joseph encounters death over I think 5 times. It's not an easy story to portray because it's not an easy life to live.
A lot of schools wouldn't even be able to put on a Christian production, and so I think that's part of what makes the King's Academy unique already.
So Judah is one of the 12 brothers, and they play a really big part in the show.
Previously, to be honest, I just kind of saw all the brothers besides Joseph as just, the 11 other brothers. There's not too much significance that I placed on them, but now seeing in the story, it's just really amazing to see the way that God used them despite their sin.
First, to portray Joseph and are very jealous and show very terrible signs.
They messed up big time, and they were very flawed human beings. That doesn't faze God. He can use people no matter what.
It's a really cool part that they come back in the end and really show forgiveness and show on Joseph's part they come back to Egypt and Joseph ultimately forgives them.
They became the 12 tribes of Israel, and through all their sin he worked for good. And so just getting inside of a character like this and seeing the significance the brothers carried despite their sin has been really, really cool.
Which is such a powerful thing, and it just conveys the message of forgiveness in the show.
I think the story of Joseph, there's a couple different themes. I think it's a theme of forgiveness, the way he forgives his brothers.
As well as the guilt weighing heavily on the brothers. It shows how we all need forgiveness.
I think it's a story of redemption because God used Joseph even in his circumstances that were terrible.
When his brothers threw him into prison, and it follows that entire story and just the story of redemption of God's love and his grace over our lives.
You just have to trust his plan even when you're literally in a pit, and you just have to trust that he's going to get you out of it and that he's with you all the time.
It brought me to be more confident in the fact that God has a plan, and he might use me for things that I'm not aware for, and he might bring people into my lives and events that I may not know why and what's the purpose of it now, but just having faith and trust that he does have a plan and it's going to be for his will.
I know a lot of people come to our show because of the caliber of performance, and some people might not realize just that they're stepping into a Bible story and that they're not just coming to see another show.
Sight and Sound is a biblical play production.
This is going to be the world premiere of Joseph on any other stage other than Sight and Sound.
And we are the first high school doing it.
I think it's so powerful that we get to explore our faith freely here at King's.
So it's just been really fun to come to rehearsal every day, and it's we're having Bible study because we're getting to dig into the context of the story.
Such an honor to be able to touch these people's hearts in the audience, and really that's what we're about at the King's Academy.
We just want to make sure that this show honors God more than it honors us, and we want to give all the glory to God. Really remembering why we are doing this and doing it for the audience of one.
Our performance is not to look good or to sound good, but it's to serve him in that we're giving other people the opportunity to come to Christ and to show him what that looks like through characters and through people in the Bible.
Ultimately, the reason that we're doing this, I think, can be defined as evangelism.
And knowing that each role in this show helps to tell the story behind it all, which is the gospel.
Our shows might be entertaining, and that's to help captivate the audience.
I hope you think it's beautiful because I think that beauty points to God.
So my favorite part of the story is when Joseph's brothers come back to Egypt.
I think everybody will remember the forgiveness scene when Joseph really forgives the brothers.
Even though they don't deserve it in the least, it's such a beautiful picture on a smaller scale of what Christ did for all of us.
Instead of becoming angry at them, he reveals to them what God has done in his life and how much transformation has come out of that.
It's definitely easier to look back and say, oh, that's what God was doing, but seeing how Joseph trusted in God despite the fact that he didn't understand any of it, it's just such an example that I want to follow.
And Joseph is saying that he's going to take the young Benjamin hostage.
They think they're going to be killed.
And Judah steps up and sacrifices himself instead of young Benjamin.
But Joseph forgives them and welcomes them back into his life.
And I really think that shows the character development of Judah, as well as how far the brothers have come.
True forgiveness, it's not our job to be the justice system, it's God's job, and so I think our job is to forgive, so I think that that's a big part.
So he shows them God's grace and his mercy and brings the family back together.
Not just the story that we're acting on stage, but what truly happened in the Bible.
Help them to see the underlying message and themes that we attempt to portray in these shows.
They can see that the entire Old Testament does point to a Messiah. It does, and they know that. I think that this show applies that connection beautifully.
It really shows how much God has changed them and how forgiveness and everything that they had to go through with the guilt, it really changed them in the end for the good.
It just really goes to show the way that trusting God is always the way, because in the end we see how God was working through everything for good the whole time.
God's got you. He's got you through the whole thing, and his plan is always greater than yours.
It's really humbling, and it's really impactful, not just for everyone coming to see it, but it's impactful for us as actors too. Doing Sight and Sound shows has just impacted me as a person. You carry things along from the show that you learn, and so it's really, really special, and I'm super, super excited to be able to share it with so many people. I want to personally invite you, please come see Joseph.
It's a fun show, there's a lot of fun music, and so you get that musical aspect.
Feel this message to really take in this story to the fullest.
I think you guys should really come and see Joseph because it changes lives.
It is such an amazing story of God's redemption, God's grace, God's love.
It's just an incredible story of forgiveness.
And just how God is with us all the time.
That we can apply to our own lives.
An opportunity for you guys to get to see a light on stage.
And I promise you won't regret coming.
Please come see Sight and Sound's Joseph at the King's Academy.